Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to JQ Picks, and let's get into it. Give you a good recap from yesterday. I'll be completely honest. I just filmed a 40-minute video. I'm speeding through this. That fucking the ESPN website was killing me because the ESPN website decided just to play ads through the entire thing. I'm not even joking, start to finish. So, recap from yesterday. We were a little 50-50, pretty much 50-50 on everything. But if you did straight pick it all, you won a little bit extra with some of our plus money picks. Bilal's over points, Kevin Durant's over rebounds. We missed KD's under for points, some small stuff, but not the best day. But like I said yesterday, not my favorite slate of games that we've really had. So let's get into it. Mavs and Hornets. Actually, first things first. Real quick, because we have been killing it so well, I decided to start a winible. So basically, just more education on my picks, more thoughts, a little more details. So in the videos, I'll give you guys my recaps and my thoughts of stuff, and maybe a couple picks here and there. But I don't give you guys updates, and there's things that constantly change throughout the day. Injury reports come out, all sorts of stuff, and live betting as well. So I have two tiers. I got a code for you. Bet 50 for 50% off either of them. But literally the first one's just $1 a day. Gets you all my straight picks with the information and kind of what led me to make those straight picks. And then the other option is going to be the VIP play, and that's where you'll get my straight picks, my parlays, and all my live betting updates as well. So check those out. Link in the description below, baby. But let's get into it. So Brandon Miller, 22.5. I like the line a lot. I like the line. Brandon Miller is the most consistent scorer. He consistently shoots 15 to 19 times a game, which is exactly what we like. So no quips there. We're rocking Brandon Miller. LaMelo, the reason I don't like LaMelo in particular is because to cover this line, one, he doesn't do it very often, but he has to shoot a ton. If he doesn't shoot 14 times, like, we're never covering the line. So for him, he literally has to shoot the ball like 15 plus times, and even then, we're still not at a 50% hit rate. He has to shoot the ball. Maybe it's not even a thing. I was like, I know there's a number 10, 20 times for us to get positive for LaMelo. So that's the one thing for me is like, do I truly think that he's going to shoot the ball 20 times tonight against the Mavs? No, I do not. So I'm taking the under. I might not even take the under, but I don't trust LaMelo's points. I do like Khan's points though. Weird night in Portland, 4 of 11, 10 points. Outside that though, he's been consistent. He's only had 2 games in the last 20 where he's hit 10 points or less, 10 points. So I like our chances to hit that over line. Plus, if we compare him to LaMelo with shots, oops, let me go back. So if he shoots 11 and under, our percentage is still literally higher than LaMelo's covering this line. But now, if we shoot 12 and over, which is still 4 shots less than I had LaMelo's filter, we cover that line 14 out of 20 times at 70%. And the nice part is if you just keep bringing that thing higher, it just climbs higher. So the more shots he can take, the better. Plus, Kobe White's out tonight, which I do like. Another guard that's not getting as many shots up, which I'm a fan of. I'm not touching really anybody else in this game for the most part. Excuse me. Yeah, we're not touching anybody else. We're going to let that ride out. So, next game. Detroit and Cleveland. I like this game. They just played a couple days ago. But James Harden's in the lineup tonight, so I do like that. I'm not going to lie to you. Plus, if we filter Mitchell out, I think James is going to be the primary scorer tonight. And I think Jared Allen's going to cover this line as well. Without Donovan Mitchell, he's covered that line 5 out of 6 times. I like the look. I know a lot of people were liking Evan Mobley's line at 15.5 today. I wouldn't be opposed to that one either. His points scare me a little bit more than Allen's do right now for some reason. But also his rebounds. You're more than welcome to take that rebound line. I can be mad at you. It's 50-50 right now. But I like Jared Allen's rebound line. Now, head-to-head, we did it once. Why can't we do it again? The only thing that issue is he didn't cover that closing line. But I like his ability to grab 9 boards for me tonight. You're 7 feet tall. You're a good center. I like the matchup. Even though it's Duran, I do think that he's going to be able to do it. So 5 out of 6 in games without Donovan Mitchell. Let's go get some boards, Jared Allen. On top of that, Cade Cunningham. I do struggle to bet Cade Cunningham. I always have. I swear he's just, I don't know. I just struggle with it. Some nights he's, like, what was the night? He's 5 for 26. 5 for 26. Like, I don't know. Sometimes he shoots 26 shots. Sometimes he shoots like 15. I can't gauge it as well as I can other players, so I'm not going to touch it tonight. Jalen Duren, though. I'm taking Jalen Duren's over. 1 game in the last 5 where we didn't cover that 17.5 line. I think he's going to go out there and get 18. I love the way he plays, love his play style. Back to the basket, bodies these dudes, good footwork, just strong and aggressive, and I love it. Duncan Robinson, I'm also expecting to have a good bounce back tonight. Hasn't covered it the last 2 nights. But tonight I like that line at 11.5. So look to take that over. He's really got to hit 4 threes or 2 threes and get to the basket a couple times. So I like Duncan Robinson's line, and he was taking some horrible shots in the last matchup against the Cavs. Just some bad shots coming off of screens. They looked off balanced and or rushed / forced. So I didn't like his line. I didn't like his looks too much in that game, but I do like his looks tonight. I have a good feeling that he's going to do well. Give us a good bounce back. Plus, he doesn't really have too many occurrences of 2 or more games under that 10, 11-point line. Let's see what else we got. Washington, Orlando. I fucking hate with a passion Paolo. I hate Paolo so much, and I don't actually hate him. I hate betting on him. I hate betting on him because from last year, like I said 20 times over, last year, 28 points a game, down barely over 23. What's he at for the year? 21.8. Fucking kill me. Yeah, I don't touch Paolo anymore. I mean, he covered me well for his rebounds the other night, but outside of that, like I don't trust it. I don't trust it. But I do like Desmond Bane's line over here. And it actually just dropped to 20.5 if you can catch it on some places. So 20.5, go pick that thing up. I like the line. He's going to score. High pace against the Wizards. And he just shoots the ball phenomenal. I'm just going to read you these percentages outside of yesterday, which was a bad game. 5 of 4 itself, 36%, 63%, 47%, 68%, 67%, 67%, 65%, 73%, 43%, 50%. Bro, averaging like 65, 66% in these last 10 games. He's been shooting the ball phenomenal. So I do like his shots tonight. I like his shot selection in general. I like his looks. The Wizards just played last night, so the only concern would be a massive blowout. But the Magic aren't a great team either, so would not surprise me if this game's fairly close. I also really like Bilal's over again because, again, no Sarr, no Whitmore. He's doing it pretty much every damn time. Just had 23 last night. Nice little season high. Who says you can't go out there and get me 11 points tomorrow? Nobody. He's going to do it. Also, Will Riley's line, if you can find it, at 3.5 boards. I know it seems a little silly because he doesn't really hit it very often, but covered it 4 days in a row, so I do like that look as well. Next game, New York, Toronto. So for this game, I mean, I like Toronto's lineup. I always have Brandon Ingram, Quickly, Barrett, Barnes. I like all 4 of those guys. I like Ingram to cover his line tonight, but I really like RJ Barrett to cover his line tonight, mainly because playing your old team, I always think you're going to get more effort. I like your over for points, and I like your over for rebounds. I wouldn't even be mad if you took the over points and rebounds. Now, I know that it's a little dicier of a bet, but I like the over rebounds. 5.5, sign me up, son. 6, 7, playing against your older team. You still like to shoot in the mid-range. Let's go get some boards, goddammit. So, like Ingram's line, like Barrett's line. On top of that, I struggle with the Knicks, but same concept that I have with Barrett. I think OG is going to play well tonight, his former team. 15.5 is his typical line. The only thing that's contingent with me is he just got to get a little more shots up. But if OG can give me 2 to 3 more shots this game than he has recently, we'll be fine. I think we'll cover it. Mikal Bridges also plays really well at home. I'm not betting on him today, but he does play really well at home. But I'm liking Cat's line. 3 games in a row under the line. I know, we had this weird stretch where he just doesn't do much, but I just think he needs to do more. I think he's going to get it done tonight in a bigger matchup against a team like the Raptors. Well, I am really speeding through this. Earlier I was going so in-depth on all this. Let's see. Bam. I like Bam's line a lot. 20.5. He's been super consistent on the back half of the year. Once January 13th happened, that's when it seemed to all change for Bam. Things have been clicking. His points have been up. I absolutely expect him to cover that line, 20.5. And I like his rebound line, too. My only concern against the Nets, because mainly the Nets suck at rebounding. Oh, my God, they're horrible. They're actually not that bad, but I hate Claxton with a passion. So I think Adebayo is going to cover that line unless this game turns into a big blowout. That would be my big concern with it. But on top of that, we're not betting on anybody except for potentially Michael Porter Jr. 23.5. My line's a little high for him right now with the way he's been shooting the ball. But again, another player who's just so contingent on shots. Under 14 field goals a game, we ain't even coming close. So you really have to depend. You really are banking on, is he going to become Michael Never Pass the Rock Porter Jr., or is he just going to be Michael Porter Jr.? But I like his chances tonight. OKC, Chicago. No anybody in this game. I actually really like Giddey's points and rebounds. I like his rebounds a lot. And the reason I like his rebounds a lot, let's see, where was it? Was it pace? I don't remember if it was pace. No, it's in rebounds allowed. Sorry. So if you go to rebounds allowed and they play a team that's in the bottom half of the league in rebounds allowed, like the Thunder are surprisingly, bam, son, an 85% hit rate. So that's exactly why I'm taking it. Literally, that was my sole factor. I was like, oh my goodness, absolutely, bro. We're taking Giddey's rebounds. If a team allows rebounds, Giddey's gonna grab them, and he's a good effort player. I think he's gonna do it. I'm also taking Chet Holmgren's rebounds. No Hartenstein, no Shea. Man should absolutely be able to do this. If he can't, I'm going to hurt myself. Not actually. That was not a red flag. But we're taking Chet Holmgren's over rebounds. I just like the line. No Hartenstein, no Shea. I think he's going to do it. He has to do a little bit more. And he does good against bad teams, and the Bulls are a bad team. And I'm also taking Lou Dort for 2 threes tonight. I think he's due. He's kind of been shooting poorly for 1 for 5, 2 for 6, 1 for 5. I don't like a good shooter to shoot 20, 30%, 3 games in a row. I look for him to really maybe even hit 3 tonight. It wouldn't surprise me if Lou Dort has one of those games where he comes out and just actually shoots the ball really, really well. But let's see. OKC Chicago. Let's go Spurs 76ers. Interesting game. I do like Maxi's line mainly because no Embiid, no Oubre. We haven't seen a whole lot of this. And yes, it's easier to isolate Maxey in games like this, but against the Spurs, I just have a feeling he's going to light it up. I feel like Maxey's due for like a 35-point game, to be completely honest. And VJ's line keeps creeping up. This is a 16.5 earlier, 17.5 earlier, now it's at 18.5. So, but I do like his line too. 3 for 16, abysmal shooting the other night. Sorry, not the other night. Goodness, the last time they played with out Embiid and Oubre. And it's just a small sample size. I guess that's the one issue I have, is it's a small sample size. So truly, how much can we go off of it? But I like VJ's points just because he has been scoring consistently. And VJ was one of my favorite players to come out of the draft this year. So I do have a little bias there. I fucking hate Wemby with a passion, and everybody knows it. I hate betting on Wemby because he's just so 3-point reliant. Like, if he doesn't cross this line, if he crosses his line, he gets to the line and shoots about 8+ free throws, or he shoots and hits over 4 threes. There's literally never an in-between. Ever. Like, under the line, no threes, not enough free throws. Over the line, 11 free throws. Under the line, not enough free throws or 3-pointers. Over the line, 12 free throws. Over the line, 4 free throws and 4 threes. Under the line, 2 free throws and 2 threes. So, like, it's literally so dependent on him getting to the line and shooting threes, and I just can't stand it. It drives me nuts. It's like the most gambly type of player you can bet on, in my opinion. And I feel like that's how their whole team is, for the most part. Not all of them, but a decent amount of them. Castle's kind of similar, but I actually like Castle's line tonight because he's been shooting poorly. 5 for 13, 4 for 12, 4 for 10. So I do like Castle to get some good looks, get some good shots up tonight. Especially with his size against the 76ers. But I really like Keldon Johnson's line tonight. We're finally coming back to reality a little bit. We were inflated at like this 11.5, 12.5 line for a while. That was some trash because we were scoring the ball really well. And it's finally come back down to reality. So 9.5, spam that thing. He's been overdue. 1 out of 4 games where we've hit that line. He's absolutely overdue. Come on back, 6th man of the year. Go out there and ball. So we're taking Keldon Johnson for sure. We're skipping the Minnesota-Memphis game. I fucking hate both those teams. I struggled a bit on the Timberwolves so hard. The only thing I'd even consider today would be a Julius Randle over because his point line keeps dropping and because he hasn't hit his point line in like 5 games. So he's kind of due. He's got to be due. And then the Lakers Pills. Interesting game, but basically, essentially, I'm taking, you should pick one, either Luka or Austin Reeves over. You can pick them both, but I wouldn't pick them both just because they're playing the Pelicans. But here's why. If they play it, no, we're going to defensive rating. So if these two guys play, let's get rid of that filter. Any team in the bottom half of the league, night and day difference, watch. So, top half of the league, okay, 7 out of 20. 35% hit rate on our point line tonight. But if we play the bottom half of the league, we are covering that line fairly consistently. And Reeves is the exact same way. Literally, I'll show you one time. Top 15, a little rougher, especially in the earlier part of the year too, because he was freaking balling, but still rough. And then if we go to bottom half of the league, 80%. So the only issue that I'd have picking Reeves is he hasn't been shooting nearly the volume that he was in the beginning of the season. He's barely shooting the ball right now. At least, we would expect a fully healthy Austin Reeves to do. So I'm kind of leaning towards Luka's over tonight. He's just been shooting the most shit shots, I feel like, recently as well. And like, yeah, he hits a lot of them, but he's just so hit or miss. I don't know. This whole team's just so trash right now. They're like soft tanking. But then you got Luke Kennard. I also like his over. Been extremely consistent. Can he go out there and hit 3 threes? Fuck yeah, he can. Hell yeah, he can do it for you. So I actually like Luke Kennard's line in this one too. His minutes have been there. He's consistently playing 22, 24 minutes. So I like that look. As far as the Pelicans, I struggle betting on Zion as well, just because I don't think Zion even knows when he wants to play. But I like the Trey Murphy line. I like the Trey Murphy line for one reason and one reason only, and that's because he consistently shoots the ball. So you know for a fact he's going to shoot about 15 times at least. And for a while it was like in the 20s. I missed this time period, 26, 24. I do miss this time period of Trey Murphy. But I absolutely think he's overdue. I think it's time for him to go out there. Overdue. What am I saying? He just came back from injury for like 3 weeks. Not overdue. He's not overdue, but he definitely should get those shots up tonight. Even with, this team's just so strange, man. Murray's back. Zion's there. Like Herb Jones. Like they have a good team, but they just suck for some reason. But I also do like Derek Queen's line. 8.5. It just keeps creeping down. I mean, man's consistently scoring. You're literally not asking a lot there. And he can step out and shoot in the mid-range. I do like Derek Queen's line here. I wouldn't be mad at you if you took that whatsoever. And the last big game today, Phoenix, Sacramento. I love DeMar DeRozan's line at 12.5. I haven't watched these last 2 games, so I personally don't know what he's only shooting the ball 3 and 5 times for is. I honestly have no clue there. But that would be like my one red flag with that game is, okay, is DeMar just not shooting on purpose? If he's not shooting on purpose, I have no idea why. But if it's a management thing, who knows too. But a 12.5 line for DeMar DeRozan's crazy. So I'd take that in a heartbeat tonight. Like I'm about to take that and just snatch that thing up. Also, I like Grayson Allen's line tonight. I think Devin Booker back in the lineup. I think Jalen Green sucks ass so bad he needs to stop shooting. 6 of 26, 6 of 16, 5 of 18, 4 for 15. Like what? Trash. I think if he's the primary guy, he's never good. I think if he's a second or third option, he's fine. But I like Grayson Allen tonight to cover that line. Kind of been hit or miss with whether he's playing consistent games, but he'll get his shots up for sure, no doubt in my head. And he's been shooting poor recently. Like, let's go back. 4 for 8, 7 for 21, but 23 points. 9 for 17, okay night. 7 for 17, 8 for 22, and still covered 27 points. 2 for 12, hit 14. 9 for 24, and we still hit 28. So I really do like him to get covered that over tonight. I also like Mark Williams' line as well. I'm a little biased towards Mark Williams. He's kind of grown on me recently, but as you can see, not the most consistent hit rate by any means. So that one's 110% a feel for me. A little biased pick on that one. And Royce O'Neal, I would not be surprised if Royce O'Neal went out there and gave you 2 threes tonight. Ooh, the line's crept up to 2.5. I didn't feel like it was always 2.5. I don't know. Take that out if you want, but wouldn't surprise me if he goes out there and hits some good threes. But yeah, that's kind of it today, guys. Some interesting picks. Things I'm pretty confident in for certain games. Other ones, not too much. It's a funky time to be betting on the NBA right now with, playoffs are coming up soon. So you're really trying to finalize, like certain teams are trying to finalize rosters, rotations. Other teams are just trying to figure out what the hell they're doing. Other teams are just sitting players, trying out random new rotations as well, but not for good reason. So make sure you guys always do your own research. I appreciate you all. But let's go make some extra money. Don't forget to subscribe to the Winible below. Peace.